I'm Coyote Peterson. I might look a little nervous, and that's because there's an eyelash viper right above my head. They're venomous, and I'm gonna get them out of that tree. This might get a little dicey. The endless beauty of Costa Rica is almost impossible to describe in words. And if you travel southwest to the Osa Peninsula, you will find yourself exploring one of the most biologically diverse regions of the country. The terrain is rough and rugged, from arid grasslands and beautiful vistas to winding canyons and dense forests. Well, I guess this is why they call it a rainforest. It's really raining now. If you can patiently sweat out the staggering daytime heat, the environments will eventually grow dark. And when they do, you will soon find that they are alive with animals.
Whoa.
Wow, look at the size of that wolf spider.
That's big. Put your hand next to it so we can see how big it is. Whoa.
That is huge.
A lot bigger than they are in Ohio.
Yeah, you don't want to find that one in your bedroom. All right, let's keep looking. With all that rain that moved through, there's just so much wildlife out right now.
Hold on a second. We're on this tree.
Oh, got a snake right here.
Whoa.
Yes, look at that. You know what that is? That is an eyelash viper.
Nice.
And that's the yellow face. That is one that I've always wanted to find out here in the rainforest.
That snake is gorgeous.
Oh, this is so awesome.
It's venomous, right?
Yeah, this is venomous. This is a pit viper. Not real aggressive, but not gonna take any chances. All right, I'm gonna get it out of the tree here and down here in a more controlled situation. Nice. Look at that. Oh, how beautiful is that snake? Okay, let's try and get back up into the tree. I want it to gently curl around my snake stick. There we are. Yes. This is not a snake that you want to strike at you. Look at that. How gorgeous is that snake? I'll take a real good close look at that head. You see those little modified scales above the eyes there? That is why they are called eyelash vipers. Now, as long as I make slow, calm movements, the snake should just remain calm. They're not real aggressive, but they are venomous, and I do not want to be bitten by this snake. And you notice how brightly colored the snake is, and you're probably thinking to yourself, well, how the heck does this guy stay camouflaged out here? But he also has all that black and orange speckling. It's kind of tough to see, but anytime that there's variations in the plants and the leaves and any flowers that are out here actually helps him to stay perfectly hidden from potential predators, and of course, to let him stay there in ambush as he hunts for prey. Most of the time you'll find snakes like this in banana trees, and of course they would blend in perfectly there. And this is an ambush predator, and they will just sit there and lie in wait for any small little animal to come along. Could be a lizard, could be a frog. They are opportunistic. If they can wait for it and strike it with those fangs, oh, I know, no sudden movements, then they can get themselves a meal. And you can see right up front there, those two heat sensing pits. This is a pit viper. And he's just flicking that tongue out. He senses us all right here, saying, oh, all these heat signatures, these are not potential prey items, but they could be predators. So he's probably a little nervous at the moment. He's not the only one. And look how well he's able to slither over the snake stick, despite the fact that it's very smooth and slippery. The snake has incredible balance. You can see he's using his entire body to hold on. Look at those eyes. When they stare at you that close, it almost seems like you're looking right at a dragon. I think he wants to go up on my hat.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Probably not. Probably not. Let's bring you back this way.
Man.
That's a risky little game right there. And you'll notice how strikingly beautiful this snake is. And it just popped right out of the trees when my flashlight hit it. I got so excited, I was just like, it's an eyelash viper, and it's a yellow one. This is the one I've always wanted to see. You just absolutely have to appreciate any moment when you can get up close with an animal that is this beautiful. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. Of all the snakes that call Costa Rica home, nothing is more iconic than the golden face of the eyelash viper. With its mysterious-looking eyes and ancient dragon appearance, this snake has fascinated mankind since its discovery. We were able to observe and film this reptile in its natural environment for almost an hour, before it finally decided to ascend back into the treetops, truly making this one of the greatest snake encounters we have ever captured on camera. If you thought this was one wild adventure, check out the time I got a little too close and personal with the Burmese python. And don't forget, subscribe to join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail.